Hi everyone, I'm Bernard from MiND. I do service and support. Don't let the French-Canadian accent fool you. This is going to be easier than it sounds. There's something I must tell you. I love the MiND controller app. You can mix multiple music locations. You can operate your full moon system. All of this is possible from anywhere. Well, within your router's range. Let's do a quick tour, shall we? At this point, you should have downloaded your app and successfully connected to your MiND device, because this is mandatory for the following tutorial. If not, please check the previous MiND setup tutorial and meet us back here. Launch your MiND application and your MiND appears in the zone section. If you press on the power symbol, you can put your complete moon system on standby and power back on by selecting the zone again. That's like a remote control. Select the gear and you'll access settings. Pick your MiND and you will see the firmware version along with the network settings. This is where you set up your MiND and Wi-Fi. Now let's go back and select our MiND. When you're using your MiND for the first time, you need to activate the subscription you have with the music services offered. Select the gear next to music service and enable the ones you will be using so they become visible in library. Let's play a few tracks to show you how it works. In library, select the music service. You'll find their submenus including your own profile. Let's see what's on charts. Pick one album. Selecting play now at this point picks up the whole album and playback begins. I'll return back to charts and pick another album. It's possible to select specific tracks and decide where to add them in your queue. You can add up to 250 tracks in the queue and mix up tracks from any music location available from your library. You can touch the artwork to get a closer look. For lossless file types, you can fast forward using the time bar. Double tap on playing track and your playlist positions itself to the playing track. The queue can be stretched by sliding your finger on playing tracks. You can delete tracks directly on the queue by sliding your finger from right to left. Selecting a track in your queue plays it right away. Whenever you see the three dots, additional information is available and you can add content to your favorites, which is then updated in your music services profile. If you want to save what has been added to your queue, select your playlist editor, hit save and give it a name. This playlist is now saved in your mobile device and can be accessed under Saved Playlist on the library. The web radio or podcast is like an endless track in your queue. It'll stop only if you replace them with another track. Take note, it's possible to save a playlist made out of one radio station and load it from your saved playlist. The UPnP library. This is about the music you own, either downloaded or ripped from CDs. You can play them as long as they're PCM stereotypically. To make this possible, you must have a UPnP DLNA media server installed in your music storage to manage your collection and make it accessible from the MiND app through your network. This is interesting for those who want to listen to their high-resolution material, because the MiND can process locally PCM files up to 24-bit at 192 kHz, and for compatible MiND product, some can do DSD64. Take note, the volume control in the app was designed to be used exclusively with a complete MiND system. We made this possible to prevent sonic degradation when using software-based volume control. Remember the return arrow to backtrack your way in the submenus. In Local Library, you'll find whatever music that has been synchronized in your Apple mobile devices using iTunes. Take note of the following. The playback of tracks picked in Local Library will be interrupted if you leave the app on the background. This is a characteristic of Apple product. And that completes the quick tour for the MiND Controller app. For Android users, let me reassure you that the app looks very similar and borrows the same features. Thank you for watching.